pipeline is real. What it is it's a set of circumstances that are consistent across communities where from the time a child enters a school who's of color, his behaviors are criminalized. So it's made to believe that when he's done something, he needs to be suspended or expelled for it, whereas children who are white or Asian could do those very same things and are given alternative punishments.
Black children in the Washington, D.C. area are suspended or expelled 2 to 5 times more often than white children. It's a national trend that needs to be addressed.
They've done studies where they found that 70 to 80% of people that are incarcerated are at different levels of illiteracy. So there you know that if you're illiterate in 3rd or 4th grade, then it's very likely that you'll be in prison. So you mean to tell me that people that decided on where to build a prison or how to build a prison or when to build a prison didn't look at the research? They had to look at something. So, of course, I mean, if I was trying to make millions of dollars off private prisons, I would be looking at, oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of prisoners this year because nobody can read.
Most states in America look at the reading level of black boys at the conclusion of elementary school, which is normally 4th or 5th grade, to predict how many new prison cells they'll need in the next decade. Statistically, if a black boy cannot read by the time he finishes the 5th grade, there's a 75% chance that he will be a criminal by the age of 25. It is the relationship between miseducation and criminology.
When you look at our school system today and the overcriminalization of our youth, it all goes back to the school. Early suspension, expels from being expelled in schools for black and brown kids at a higher rate than our white counterparts. All that is set up as that pipeline that's going to continue to push our children from the school system into a prison system, puts us in a certain category, and that certain category is defined by those who are making the policies and procedures that continue to put us in one class in order to set us up for normally what's headed our way, which is normally the prison system.
When we start taking kids who are making poor decisions, and quite frankly, we anticipate that because this part of the brain is not developed till age 25, the prefrontal cortex. Kids are neurologically wired to do stupid things because we know this is still developing, and therefore their opportunity for rehabilitation is much higher than it is for adults. When we start putting handcuffs on them, marching them out to a patrol car in front of their peers, that's traumatic. That is toxic. And that scars the brain and can stunt their mental health development, adolescent development in a very negative way. We are making them worse. And when we mix up the kids who make us mad with the kids who scare us, we risk taking the kids who make us mad by making them worse and turning them into the kids who will scare us. That's the problem.
Black men end up getting locked up because black men are scary to white people. Black men are very profitable to white people, and they feel that black people deserve it because we're not as human as white people. And what's also happening here, and this is the economic motivation that's occurring here, and this is why the school-to-prison pipeline is so valuable for the people that are making this work, that are maintaining these systems. They're making money off of this now. Now corporations are taking jobs that they would have normally offered regular Americans, maybe making $20, $30 an hour, and they're giving those jobs to prison inmates. So unfortunately, if you are a poor, uneducated, young black man in America, the best place for you to find a job is in prison. So it's really all about a system that occurs from the time that boy is born. It doesn't happen by accident.
Prison is big business in this nation, so it's no coincidence that we have the highest incarceration rate. And that's not incarceration rate per capita, that's just incarceration rate.
So right now we're going through some huge demographic shifts. The baby boomers are aging out of the workforce, while at the same time the country is getting browner. We're going to have a majority-minority country very soon. If all of those black and brown folks have been disproportionately disciplined, Many of them haven't gotten the education and the skills that they need. Who's going to replace that American workforce that's retiring, that's dying out? Nobody. That affects our economic viability as a country. That affects our GDP, that affects our ability to pay for a military, that affects all of those luxuries that we take for granted. So what I would submit to white America, it's in your economic interest, it's in the vitality of this country is tied to the success of young black and brown men. That's why you should care.